'Cause I'm lost without my ritual.
Secret is I'm back, bitches. 2017. I'll take Fireman's Brew, official beer sponsor of the show. Make sure you guys check us out on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, on our SoundCloud channel. Make sure you guys please spread the word, tell a friend in 2017. Make that your New Year's resolution. Spread something, that's right. Check us on YouTube as well. We'll have all the videos up for you guys tomorrow. And a special thanks again to Johnny Icebox getting the show running and going, especially last week, helping out.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Way to
it.
take the emergency call.
Always, yeah, seriously. He's always there for us, so appreciate Johnny Ice. All right, guys, you can call the show today at 626-208-9043.
Attaboy.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
That's right. You guys can also tweet the show at Sportscast_THN. I hear you, Pepsters. I know you're at the Honda Center to see the Ducks. She tweets in, where's my shot and my trophy? We have your trophy right there.
Right there.
So your trophy is, we need actually DM us your address, so I'll ship that out to you.
No. We'll give it to you at the golf tournament. No, that's a little too far away, maybe.
No, we need to get it to her before that.
Yes.
And that's my phone. That's my phone going off. Yeah, so we'll get to the trophy out. Pepsters, DM me your address so I can go ahead and send you out the trophy because we have the traveling trophy just like the Stanley Cup, so you get it for the whole year. You have to return it. You could dress it up in ladies' clothes, put lipstick on it. I don't care. You do whatever you want. Take pictures of it. So we'll get that out to you, and we'll give you a shot of the week this week for sure for Peppy Pants. And we have Brian Chavez chiming into as well, Giants fan here. What's up, Brian? Says, not the magical team that made it and won both Super Bowls, but hey, Brian, but your Giants, that's
they look about the
when
same.
They won they're about the same when they won the Super Bowl. So I mean, they're coming in as
they got 2 wins over the best team in football.
I mean, no shit,
and
man.
They're the road warriors.
And
on the way
if there's
to
any
Super
team
Bowls,
that can go in and beat the Packers in Lambeau in cold weather,
Giants.
And that secondary of the Packers is shaky, man.
Yes,
they lost
it
one
is.
of their corners last week, and it's gonna. I mean, you got Odell
Absolutely.
Beckham, you've got Eli Manning slinging that ball around. I know Rodgers is magical in Lambeau, but those Giants somehow find a way to win, man.
I got a feeling too the Giants are just going to be pound Ty Montgomery.
Yeah.
You know, they're down to what, he's the 4th-string running back.
Yeah, they're just going to rush. I mean,
kudos
as
for
long
him,
as
but
keep
he's gonna take a
Aaron
beating.
Rodgers contained, and you got a chance. So we'll get into that. But right now, we're going to get into Knocker. Real quick, I'm going to get to my top 10. Then we'll get into our first 2 games of our wild card weekend here. But I want to get into the MVP. Now we have the season over with. Give me a little, it's getting hot in here for me. I'll talk a little MVP talk here. Knocker, I'm going to throw some numbers at you. Because more than likely, MVP comes as a quarterback, would you say? Is there someone other than a quarterback this year you think that deserves to win it? I'm going to throw that out there first.
Yeah.
I mean, Ezekiel Elliott?
Yes.
You do. I mean, you don't think that's a product of having a great offensive line, a good head coach, being drafted into the right team?
They had the same offensive line last year. Okay? And didn't get the same production.
And you think that he's more valuable than Dak Prescott?
I think
you don't think that Darren McFadden or Alfred Morris could have ran, maybe not for as much as Ezekiel did?
No, not for the whole year, and not as far as pass receiving. No.
Okay.
No. He had a beast of a year, would take a lot of pressure off of Dak Prescott. I think Tony Romo could have taken this team to, 10-6, 11-5.
Have you ever seen?
Ezekiel?
You're a historian, and we can go usually for facts. I call you the library, the library of sports here. Is there anybody that's ever won the Rookie of the Year and the MVP in the same season? Because I think that's
Fernando Valenzuela.
I mean,
Johnson. Yeah. Oh, you mean in football?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, thanks, Renee. Yeah. I expected that from Renee. He'd be like, yeah, I'll give you like a bunch of baseball guys. I mean,
you know what? I'm not sure.
Because I think that's what's going to hinder Zeke from winning the MVP is I think that the NFL is going to give him Rookie of the Year, and that way they have a reason not to give him the MVP, which I think is going to go to one of these 4 quarterbacks. Let me know who you think it is. First one here is Aaron Rodgers. Let me just give you their numbers so you can kind of compare. Aaron Rodgers this season, 4,428 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Ooh. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. We got Dak Prescott here, rookie season, 3,600 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 13 wins. Okay. You got Tom Brady, even after a 4-game off for suspension, threw for 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He, again, I think he has the record now for the best touchdown to interception ratio ever in a season this year. And lastly, thank you, Renee, Matt Ryan, most impressive pretty much out of everybody, 4,900 yards, almost 4,944. That's almost 5,000 yards, Knocker. 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 11 wins. Those are going to be, I think, your top 4 candidates if Zeke is not there, Knocker. For you, who is your MVP this season?
I think out of all of those situations, the one team that could not win with that quarterback in their backfield is the Packers. I don't see anybody else standing back there and getting them to the playoffs the way that Aaron Rodgers did. I don't like.
After a 4-6 start, Knocker, he ran off 6 games, said he was going to run the table, and did it.
I understand that, there's just no one else. I think you could put Garoppolo up in New England and still make the playoffs. I think you could put Romo in with the Cowboys, still make the playoffs. And Matty Ryan had a great year, but he's been there. The division sucked.
Well, Rodgers is good, but he's not as good as this guy.
Brett Favre. Brett Favre.
God, he sounds like he's choking on a fat cock. I swear to God, every time.
I just don't think out of those 4 teams, the guy that could least afford to lose their quarterback is the Packers.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Because we saw the Cowboys lose their quarterback last year, and what happened to them?
But they have a different quarterback
Okay,
this year. We're talking
right,
about this year.
Right. But we saw a team. So if the Cowboys would have lost Dak Prescott and didn't have Tony Romo, they'd be in the shithouse.
Possibly.
The
They had
rookie
Mark
went 13-2.
They had Mark
In games he
Sanchez,
started,
enough
went
said.
13-2.
They
Knocker.
had Mark Sanchez. Enough said.
They
Who
went
the Packers have?
They went 13-2.
They had Sanchito.
They went 13.
They make the playoffs with Sanchito.
I've always liked Mark Sanchez.
No, I see your point. But
I like Mark Sanchez.
Well, we know everyone likes Mark
The
Sanchez.
fact is, they did have Romo after half the season. Okay, he was their backup.
They could have had him.
Okay, at the same point, the Packers were in.
Knocker's a rookie.
I understand that.
He won 13 games.
I understand that too.
For almost 30 touchdowns. Okay. I just want to make sure that
I'm
those
not
are out
giving
there.
your Cowboys all that love, dude. I don't think he does.
Sadly,
I don't think
Knocker,
he does half of that without Elliott in the
We've
backfield.
got
I'm sorry, I just don't.
Dr. Rob chime in. He thinks Matt Ryan should be there. The only reason I don't give it to Matt Ryan, because you brought up a good point, because I do think the one team that couldn't have won without their quarterback the most is the Packers. Because I think if you look at the Cowboys, they have the most. I think they have the most balanced team out of everybody. As far as the weapons they have on offense, with that offensive line, you've got Dez, you've got Beasley, you got Terrence Williams, and you've got Zeke and Alfred Morris and McFadden. Oh, that's a lot of weapons. And Witt, not to mention.
I really think with the players the Cowboys had they lost Dak Prescott, the running game that they could have provided with that offensive line, that yes, they probably would.
They probably would have been
points,
maybe 9-7 in a wild card team, maybe rather than a
9-7,
win the
10-6.
division.
I can see that, not 13-3.
Falcons.
No
Let's
way.
take out Matt Ryan. You've got a great game in Freeman and Coleman. You got a great running game. You've got one of the best receivers in football in Julio Jones. You've got a great, not a great defense. You got a pretty good defensive line. Take out Matt Ryan, maybe they win. Maybe, like you said, they go 9-7. You take out Tom Brady again. You got Garoppolo. We've seen them win with 3 different quarterbacks. You take out Aaron Rodgers out of the Packers.
I like Garoppolo. I think that's hilarious.
He's Janine. He'll always be that until he wins the Super Bowl. I don't
Right.
care. And so you take out Aaron Rodgers, though.
Yeah, the Packers go nowhere.
Nowhere.
Because they don't have anything.
They don't.
They don't have anything other than him.
And he makes so much happen.
The scrambling.
I think you're right, Knox.
and
Much I hate to hate it, and it's Dr. Rob's gonna hate
I
it
don't
because
like
everyone
it.
thinks I'm a Packers homer as it is. The dude.
I don't like
Two-
it, but you have to. He's put that team on
his
back.
back.
If he's not able to scramble and make plays and do the things that he does, they're a 500 team.
Yep.
There's just no doubt about it.
I agree, Knocker. All right, Knock. Let's get into my last top 10 of the season. Okay, so my top 10 playoff teams coming in. Just let me know. Disagree. We'll run through them real quick.
Number 10.
Number 10 here, Knocker. I have the Raiders. They were way high up last week or 2 weeks ago before Carr got hurt. Raiders, though, at number 10, come limping into the playoffs. The reason I have him here, I didn't have the Texans in my top 10 because I think actually the Raiders have a chance to beat them with their backup, whether it's Connor Cook or whoever ends up playing for them. I just think they have a little bit more on their offensive side. I trust them a little more than the Texans because Osweiler's starting for the Texans. I love you, Texans. We're going to flip the calendar, but I got to put the Raiders at number 10.
Yeah, I just don't think the Raiders have enough of a running game to
That offensive line
do
is
this.
not bad.
No, it's not. It's not a bad offensive line, but Houston's going to stack the box, and they're going to force Connor Cook
And they're at
to win.
home. And that's a
They're
rookie
at
quarterback
home.
going into a...
Yeah, they're playing, although Osweiler is Osweiler. He is their quarterback. It's normal. Everything for them this week is going to be normal.
Very
They're
good
playing at home, which is a nice home field advantage.
Yep.
The Raiders' mentality, I mean, yeah, they're going to circle the wagons and we're going to do it anyway. Still, it's like, shit.
Yeah.
You know, we lose this guy, then we lose our backup. This just sucks.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to get you.
Number 9.
Number 9 team. I think this could actually be interchanged with my
Number 8.
Number 8 because I think this actually be a better game than most people think this week. This Lions and Seahawks, man. I think you can flip them as my 9 and 8 team. Seahawks, I'm down on right now. I have them at my number 8 team because they got a lot of injuries. They can't run the football.
No.
The Seahawks cannot run the football. And that offensive
No.
line is atrocious. They don't have Earl Thomas. I think they got a little bit of collusion with the Sherman coming out, speaking out. He's going up against Carroll, questioning the offensive coordinator. Them and the Lions, I got them at 8-9 because I think they're pretty much damn close here when it comes to the power rankings. I'm going to go with my number 7 team,
Number
the
7.
Falcons. I still win a playoff game, and I'll put you a little higher, Falcons.
me.
Show me the money, Falcons. All right, show me you can do it next week with whoever you end up playing. All right, my
Number 6.
Andy Reid and the Chiefs, man. They always seem to get it done, Knocker. In the regular season, they end up winning the division. But, like the Falcons, show me you can do it in the playoffs. Win a couple playoff games here before I put you in my top 5. This team right here,
Number
I
5.
think they're the most dangerous team in all of this playoffs, and that's the Giants. At number 5 here, man.
Yeah,
I think that they're really the most dangerous team coming into the playoffs here at number 5. They scare me. I do not want to play them. I hope to God the Lions somehow beat the Seahawks so the Cowboys can play the Lions. But we're going to see what happens this week in Giants at my number 5.
Number 4.
This team, I think, is the only team in the AFC that has a chance to beat the Patriots. That's the Steelers, man. Le'Veon Bell, I think, is the greatest runner in all of football right now. His patience is unbelievable. They've got the offensive firepower. They can play in cold weather. But is that defense enough to stop a team like Tom Brady and the weapons that he has now? I don't know if they have enough to do it.
No, I just don't see it.
You know, and they're going to have to go to Foxborough. So,
Right, Kansas City might have had a shot at home. But
yeah, traveling. So,
Number 3.
number 3 here, Knock, I'm going to go with the Packers. They're hot right now. Aaron Rodgers, home game here. They scare the hell out of me playing the Cowboys next in 2 weeks if they end up beating the Giants. I'm going to go with the Packers at number 3.
Number 2.
I'm going to go with the Patriots here at number 2. I think that they obviously have
Where's O-Dog at?
they have the easiest chance to get to the playoffs here. And
Number 1.
number 1 is my Dallas Cowboys. I think they're the most well-rounded team, even with a rookie quarterback. I just think they're the most the healthiest team coming into the playoffs. I like them my number 1 here, Knocker. So, all right, guys. Again, you can tweet us throughout the show at Sportscast_THN. We've had them coming in throughout the show so far.
check your Twitter.
Okay, let me see here.
Lawrence McLucas,
Let me see here.
I thank you for that.
Let me see here. Lawrence McLucas. I didn't see what
Notifications.
from my boy Tyler. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Does that say Steelers?
Yeah, it's
I deserved a quadruple Chabs. Wow. Okay. All right.
Blackout Drunk Falcon. Matt Ryan, hands down. Whatever.
Yeah, we got Dr. Rob. Same thing. We got Peppy Pants wants to know we're getting together. I've asked a couple times. I'm looking silly. Well,
Anytime you want, come on
anytime
down.
you want. Peps, you're always welcome in the studio. Get
Don't
your
even
ass
need
down
an
here.
invitation.
Stop watching your lame ass Ducks hockey and get
Right?
down to the
Could've been
studio
here
one
tonight.
night. Yeah. What are you doing?
Good being here tonight.
Jesus, you could have picked up your trophy. You could have had some fun.
Right.
All right, Knock. Right, Knock. Let's get into our first 2 games of Wildcard Weekend here. Here we go. We're getting into it. It's playoff football this weekend. Saturday, fellas. Here we go. Yeah, baby. January. Football time. playoffs on Saturday. Saturday football. That's right. You get 2 days off from your family this week in January. God is good, people. God is good. He works in mysterious ways. All right, Knocker. First, to throw in a little background here, I'm throwing up my volume just a little bit. First game up here, Knock. Now, Knock. We got a phone call. Let's get him in. We got caller. Caller online the Sportscast. Who we got?
Yo.
Oh.
Old dog in the house.
What's
Oh,
up,
my
homie?
God. Oh, Dizzle. Guess what sound I have back?
Number 2.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I can't hear you. Let me get back because I gotta get off my headset. Hold on. Something's not sounding right.
Yeah.
Let me call you guys right back because
Yeah.
sound's not coming.
And whoever the kids are, put them in
I'll
another
call you right
room.
back.
Yeah,
All
seriously. What are you at, a daycare center?
Wait. Why does it sound like I'm talking to you guys in a tunnel?
Why?
I'm gonna call you from the other phone. All right?
Okay.
Pick up.
All right, fool. All
All right,
right.
later.
All right.
All right.
Stop using burners, man. Get a real phone.
Yeah, stop getting off those 7-Eleven payphones.
Jesus. Get the flip phone. Put it away.
Knocker. Now, like I said, there's games both days this week, Saturday, Sunday. Now, if there's a game where you're like, honey, it's okay, I can skip one football game this weekend. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be the game you're going to want to miss. It's Saturday afternoon.
Raiders versus Texans.
It just doesn't feel like a playoff game.
It doesn't, right?
Doesn't.
O-Dog's back.
Oh, it does not sound like a playoff game. Raiders at the Texans. You got, Connor Cook versus Osweiler.
The $16 million.
Isn't that the guy from the American Pie movies, Osweiler? Isn't that what his name is for the American Pie movie? Isn't it?
Yeah, I forget.
Isn't it like something like that, though? It's like Osweiler or something. Oh, dog, what's going on?
Osweiler's mom.
Hey, listen, guys. I love you, but I got to tell you, the sound on this new phone line sounds like I'm talking to you guys in an echo chamber. But I wanted you to know that I
You sound
want
good.
to say you Happy New Year. Yeah, but on this end, I can't hear anything you're saying. All I hear is, reverb and echoes. But, Happy New Year to you guys. I wanted to congratulate Knock on the big USC victory in the Rose Bowl.
Thank you, my good
And I also
man.
wanted to say that I agree with you 100% about those Giants wide receivers. Look, it's their day off. That's why they call it a day off, because you're off. You go do what you want to do. Nobody should be harassing these guys. And so what if they smoked a little weed? Who gives a damn? And that's coming from a Cowboys fan. I don't even care. Any chance I can get to razz or get on a Giant player, I would. But look, it's the guy's day off. So what? Nobody, like you said, Knocker, nobody got arrested. Nobody got charged with a crime. Nobody got accused of anything. Leave those guys be. And, I still hope they lose. And, but I just want to tell you guys, I'm watching the show. I love you guys. And get the phone switched, man. What's going on? What kind of swag operation you running over there, all right?
Wow.
Wow.
I love you guys.
Love you,
I'm a-
O-Dog.
I can hear you better when I watch the show. But this phone situation, you got to get this thing resolved, man.
All
Knocker,
right.
Don't you work for the phone company? Figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Well, this is par for the course for the phone company, bro.
I
What are
love you guys.
talking about?
I'll talk to you soon.
Love you,
all right?
brother.
Number
All right,
2.
man.
That's awesome.
All right, Knock. Now,
That
this game,
sucks.
Raiders. Oh, it's okay. We could hear him okay. I don't really care if he hears us. It's okay. I could hear him. Knocker, first game up here. We've got Raiders at Texans here. First game of the playoffs. What do you like about this game? What don't you like about this game? Will there be over 10 points scored?
Yeah. I think somebody will stumble into a touchdown.
It opened up at 2.5 here, favoring Houston. It has moved up to 3.5 as far as my Vegas lines go. The over-under, Knocker, is set at 36.5 right now. Any thoughts betting-wise in this game? I would take the 3.5 points in Oakland in this game. I think it's going to be a field goal game. Why not give me 3.5 points here? Give me that 3.5 if you're an Oakland bettor. I like taking Oakland here, and I would actually not touch this over-under because I have no clue. It's going to be a field goal game, and Knocker, if you're going to bet, I just take the points.
Well, I'm going to go the other way. I don't think the Raiders put up more than 7 points in this game. If you can't put up 13 points, you don't deserve to go anywhere farther than that. I like Houston at home. They have a regular quarterback, although they did bench him. Maybe that was good for him. That's a little psychological ploy, I would imagine. Just, sit down, rest for a minute. shit back together and let's go do this.
Yeah.
I think they're very fortunate to draw the Raiders in the first round, and I look for them to cover those.
All right, so you're going to go Houston. I'm going to go Raiders in the first round. Renee, I know you should do pigskin pick'ems. You want anything on this game? You want to give me the slash sound, or you want to piss off Mr. Awesome? Which one you want to do?
Ooh, that's a good choice.
I know which one you're going with.
What do I want to do?
All right, come on.
The Mexican in me really wants to pick the Raiders.
I know, but don't you really want to piss off Mr. Awesome?
All right.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
And I was just in Texas, and yes, they do play that song all the time.
Dr. Rob chimes in. You're missing the obvious. A 12-4 team should not go on the road to play a 9-7 team. Unfortunately, they have divisions. You don't win your division, you don't get the prize. It's all about division, and it rotates. Yes, this year the West was the tough division.
Yeah, it happens.
And,
I mean,
but there's other years that 9-7 wins the division in the West. And they're the division champion in a team from the South or the team from the.
I think
East
Rob's a bitter Vikings fan.
I think so.
I think he's just
I
bitter
really
at
do.
this
Those
point.
are just the rules, Dr.
Yeah,
Rob.
they're just the rules,
They're just
Dr.
the
Rob.
rules.
We just play by them.
Talk to the commissioner. I mean, yeah, it's obvious they're going, but those are the rules. We can't change them.
I think Dr. Rob needs to have a smoke.
I do too.
Me too.
It's a big bomb rip. Bro.
Let's everyone take a fat bong rip for Dr. Rob right now at home, okay? Everyone grab their piece, load it up, smoke it up for Dr. Rob, and just be like, chill, bro. Just be like Pauly Shore and Encino Man, dude. Just chill.
Such anger.
Yeah. We send the I watched. It's on Netflix. I watched that the other day. It's so
It's
great.
on my queue, dude. It's
Sean
on my queue,
Astin.
yeah.
It's so great,
I grew
dude.
up watching those
I
movies.
love that. Nope, we seen the juice.
I like the
So-
son-in-law with Pauly Shore. You ever seen
Oh
Son-in-Law?
yeah, dude. Son-in-law's man. Dude, Pauly's great, dude. Pauly's awesome, man.
He had a
He's good.
nice little run there, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he was at Toad Hop. Didn't he do some stuff at Toad Hop for a little
Yeah, I
while?
was at the
Yeah,
comedy
yeah.
store the night I was there.
He did. So all right, so we you two are going Chiefs. I'm going Raiders in the points here.
No, we're going Houston.
I mean Houston. I'm sorry. You guys are both going Houston. My God. Talk about bong rips.
And you're in charge.
Hey. Does this just show how well I can do considering yours was a shit show and you don't smoke and I'm
But
hot?
I didn't make a
smoke
mistake
like
on who was playing who, especially in the playoffs.
That's true. Don't take my picks if you're
I
following
love
me.
you.
All right, next
No,
game.
no, take. You're
I am hot.
doing damn
Oh,
good.
speaking of that, can I gloat a little bit?
Go for it.
I went
Absolutely.
48, 34, and 5 this year.
Very nice.
Because I put out 5 picks a week in the NFL.
You did.
I did better than a professional gambler's about 56, 57%. I'm at the 61.
You were
I'm right there.
very nice.
Very good.
I'm impressed.
And I didn't bet $1 my
I
own
know,
money
right?
this whole year.
God, didn't it feel good?
It felt really good. Because, meanwhile, my father, degenerate him, yeah, I'm going to take a break. 2 weeks later, I bet an Appalachian State minus 5.5. And this weekend, you were chasing
Appalachian.
this weekend, right?
I did. I chased this weekend, man. I took Wisconsin in that 8.5.
Half a point. Why didn't you buy the half point? You didn't buy a half point?
Because I thought they'd win by more, and they should have won
Knocker,
by
you've
more.
always bought half point.
I
You're
know.
like the guy that's like your rule.
I know.
If I'm going to lose, I'm going to take the lose. No, I'd rather give up the extra $5 and pay for the half point.
Dude, I really thought that they would win by 10 points. I really did, and they should have. They absolutely should have, but they didn't. So I already had a bet down on SC, so I doubled it to try and make my money back, and lost that too. But I don't care.
What an idiot!
Yeah, you're just happy they won.
I'm glad football season's over because I don't have to bet anything.
Yeah, right. A little stress-free weekend.
But I did pretty good too. I finished
You did?
12 games above 500.
Knocker in his college pick finished 12 games over 500. I finished 10. So we had winning years.
No, you went
again.
14. I went 12. You went 14. You went 48 to 34.
No, but that's my NFL. My college, I went 10.
Oh, your college. Okay.
Yeah, my college went 10 over. So we all winning years though. Money for us.
in
So,
the
all right,
bank.
Knock, last game up here before we get to break. It's our second game on Saturday. I think this is going to be a great game here.
Lions versus Seahawks.
Man, Lions, Seahawks, it's probably going to be rainy. It's going to be rainy here in SoCal, so I'm sure it's raining up north. I'm sure most of the week it's
Probably.
going to be soggy and wet.
Yes, sir.
Up in Seattle, the Lions against the Seahawks here, Knocker. This line opened up at -7.5. It's moved to -8. It's sitting at -8 right now in Vegas with the over-under sitting at 43. Man, this is kind of my upset. I think the Lions in Seattle, if you look at their last 3-4 games, they play each other very close, within 4 points each game. Okay, now Lions on the road, they've lost last 3, so you think, man, the team's not looking. I like a team to bounce back, especially like a team, they got in the playoffs, they backed their way in, doesn't matter. They lost last 3. Why not break that losing streak and go into Seattle and beat a team that's kind of up and down? I mean, they lost that game against Arizona. They've been on and off the last few weeks here of the season. And especially if you're betting, man, take the 8 points. I think Vegas is just begging people to take Seattle because of that reputation at home. Seattle's this monster. But that was 3 years ago, folks. They're not the same team. No Earl Thomas, no running game right now. And I think the Lions can keep this game close, especially because their defense is pretty damn good. I'm going to go with Seattle in the win, but Detroit to cover the points.
I'm right with you on that. I agree. I think there's chinks in the armor of Seattle. I think Pete Carroll's reaching that stale thing, especially with a guy
right,
like
his
him.
raw, like
he's
how many
so
years
emotional.
It's been? Yeah,
right. It's not like the hoodie, where and again, I think I talked about this a while ago. The hoodie is great at just changing players, so his message never gets
worn
old.
out by
it only
someone
gets
guy.
old
Yeah.
to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady doesn't care because
he's winning.
I'll
Super
sit here
Bowls.
and listen
Yeah.
to your bullshit
all day long
forever because we win.
You made me the
right?
greatest quarterback
but,
in the
But I'll keep a guy here for 3 years, another guy for 3 years. He keeps moving players, right? And the message never gets old because they continue to win. So the fresh people coming in are buying into what he's selling. Pete Carroll, on the other hand, being very emotional, right? And his team is basically, the core of the team has basically stayed the same the whole time he's been there.
Yeah.
I think the message might be getting a little stale. What's his name?
Who?
Cornerback.
Sherman.
He's been coming out with
Yeah, there's
things
a
and
little.
this
There's
and that.
something just. It's not the same team in Seattle, but they're good enough. They're good enough to beat a Lions team close at home, right?
On the road in foul
Maybe
weather.
by 5 or 6 points, something around there.
Yeah,
But
I
take
think
those
so.
points.
I mean, even a touchdown wins you the bet.
Yeah, and I actually think with the way the defenses are, I think probably there's some points scored. I like the over in this game, 43. I like the over, Knockers. I like the over.
I do too.
I like the over for some reason.
I
this
do
game.
like that over.
I do too. All right, we're gonna get to break here, but go ahead and get to the tweets. We're gonna get to break here.
I don't have a problem
And
with
I need
the
to pull
division.
up your song of the week too here.
Dr. Rob, I don't have a problem with the division winner making the playoffs. They shouldn't automatically get home field. Well, that's just the way it is. You have to win something for winning your division, or what's the point? So same thing with my take on college football. You shouldn't make the Final Four if you don't win your conference, let alone not win your division.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just the way it is with the draft, and it rotates all the time. So you're going to get some of these every time. Bottom line is, Raiders had a tough break. Should have won their division. They wouldn't be going
Dr.
on
Rob,
the road.
when all it comes down to it, just
Right?
get some Atlanta hookers.
And in addition, Bud Knocker, the stuff I take is much better than bong hits and doesn't show on drug tests. Attaboy!
That's what I'm talking about.
Attaboy!
That's what I'm talking about. A round of applause there. Now, Knock, we've got your
One of the fringes of
we're
being
gonna
a
get to our
doctor.
Sunday games here on the flip side. Shot of the week, college football, national championship. Talk about the Rose Bowl as well. We'll get into all that and more. But first, we got Knocker's song of the week here, Knocker. So give it to me. What do you got?
Okay, we gave you a little Joe Jackson a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago, stepping out, and I like the vibe. I like the cruise music. I'm really into that kind of music, you know. So I'm gonna keep with that little mood right there. You know, we broke down with Greg Lake dying, and we changed a couple things. We gave Renee his song last week, so we're gonna go right back to that vibe. It's Bruce Hornsby in the Range. The song is called Valley Road. It's a really cool little riff. Just check it out, and you know, just picture yourself just driving
Right.
with no traffic.
Right.
That's what this song's all about.
Right. All right. Now we go to break. Here we go.
Excuse me.
That was Saline.